Alright, hello everyone. Now I am setting up my bag for hole number 2. Not sure what the wind's going to be like, but we're going to set up accordingly just in case. Make sure that I have at least some decent backspin clubs on just in case I need them. And driver, I'll set up for Berserker just in case. But there's no way of knowing if it's going to be downwind or not for this hole, but I'm hoping that it is. Because like I mentioned, if you've seen my master video, I remember from last tournament, this was very downwind. Globes were not out yet, but Berserkers were, and we had enough to get to the second fairway easily. And there you're seeing it is downwind, so I'm happy about that. There's not going to be much problem getting there with a puck 5, a puck 6, a puck 7. You're going to be able to get there. It might depend on your rollout, so it might be very inconsistent shot to shot. But I'm assuming if you have a 6 or a 7, you're definitely going to be good. 5 is the only one where you might get a little held up because you might not have quite enough topspin. But I'm assuming I should be good to go. At the very least, what I'm going to suggest, especially if you have a better driver, is to land it a little bit more centered towards the right where the fairway's open a little bit more and spin it back to the left. So as opposed to going straight for the other fairway where you kind of tend to run out of fairway, what you're going to see me do is, I'm going to anticipate I'm landing here, which you can see it's kind of right edge. It kind of looks like the ball is going right up in there. So we're going to try to, just put just a touch more curl on it than that. Maybe somewhere right in here. And let's see what this looks like. It's not enough curl. So you're going to see that just missing it there. The problem wasn't, it was basically my pull to the right, that great ball right that cost me. It's not the end of the world. You can see, the wind's pointed down. All you need to do is basically get to the fairway edge. Hitting the rough there, not the end of the world. All I'm going to suggest is that you put just a little bit more curl, get the ball going more into the opening of the fairway so you don't end up where I did. But like I said, not the end of the world. You can still technically albatross this with a rough iron. It won't be the hardest thing in the world to do either. So I do highly recommend. I mean, you see all this fairway that I have here open. Don't need to go into power, none of that. So you're going to see me just kind of, I'm going to try to do maybe 3. I'm going to try to just get it scooting forward. So maybe 3.5, 4. I think this will just be enough for it to scoot forward. Give it a chance to go in. I'm assuming that I'm maybe 4 or 5 rings on the adjustment here. I'm going to run out of time. Oh, didn't run out of time. I got lucky. Just at the very low end. It's not going to matter. Even if I had to regroup and do that, I wasn't worried about it going in, not going in. Doesn't really matter to me. I was just going to forfeit anyway. But let's see what this guy does here. I do definitely recommend, just for safety precautions, going for that second fairway. You see this guy was still able to get to the other side with a Titan ball. I just hate to see, laying up calls you the eagle via either the pitch or accidentally running it through the first fairway. Just always better to be a little bit safe. than anything. Oh, I was going to forfeit. I forgot. Not the end of the world. I'll just forfeit next time. But good luck with getting that second hole, guys. And, hopefully at the very least you can keep it in the fairway. If you do get it into the fairway there, I would have been in basically perfect long iron territory at that distance. So basically, assume that you're setting yourself up for long iron. But if you are able to really pound it down there, especially if you use globes, you could potentially get it into short iron territory, especially if you have an Apox 7. So good luck with that hole. And be on the lookout for hole number 3 coming up, and also corrections tomorrow. I'll play it just slightly different tomorrow, as I do think that going for that second fairway is going to be your optimal chance to, some guys are going to get that albatross. It's going to happen. So if you don't go for that second fairway, I'm assuming, the odds of you making albatross, although still possible, are going to be a low, low number, like 1 in 10,000. So much more safe to kind of play it the way that we just did and go from there. So good luck, guys. See you guys on the next one.